Low on vision, high on tech. CircleOfTheBlindMice.com.
Hey everybody, it's Tammy, your friendly neighborhood blind mouse that likes to babble about technology. And in case you didn't see my Facebook post from earlier today, apologies that there was no video last week. I had been away, and then when I came back I had the week from hell, and I was just in not the headspace to be doing any kind of videos or anything like that. And now I am sick, as you could probably hear from my voice. But I finally got my Easter cane that I've been wanting to create since I did my first video on the Ambutech Slimline canes way back when I first started this channel. And I did promise in that video that one of these days I was going to do a how-to on how to customize your cane. So I'm going to do two things in this video. First, I'm going to show you how to customize your cane, just in case you've never been to the Ambutech website before, or if you're new to being low vision and whatnot. And then at the end of this video, I'm actually going to show you my lovely Easter cane that I created, and I've also got a update on my thoughts on the Slimline canes, because they've made a few changes since I ordered my first two earlier this, or when the heck did I order those? Last year when I ordered them. So, but without further ado, let me show you how you get your customized Slimline cane. So you want to go to Ambutech.com. That's the site we're on right now, and I'll just go up to the top so you can, those of you who have some vision can see the spelling. So it's www.am like mother, B like Bravo, U T like Thomas, E like Echo, C like cat, H like hotel.com. So it's ambutech.com. And there's a couple of ways you can locate the Slimline canes. I'm going to show you the harder way, and I'm going to show you the easier way. So I'll start with the harder way. So at the very top of this page, and first I'll just show you the rest of their website. So it's quite the interesting layout here. But you don't have to worry about all this stuff at the bottom here. For those of you who can't see, there's like a whole bunch of links and stuff at the bottom. There's a thing to sign up for your email and a connect, etc. Don't worry about all that. Just go to the black bar at the top, and if you actually go backwards from the right to the left, there's a login link, there is your cart, then there's a search magnifier icon there, which we'll come back to in a second, and then there's shop online. So you go, if you want to see what else they have on offer, you're going to click on shop online. It's going to bring you to this page where there's a number of pictures of various types of canes and whatnot. There's a blurb that talks about distributors and what's new at Ambutech, etc. Again, just ignore all that. And just below the black bar at the top, there are several links. The first one says canes, so you're going to click on that. And that's going to bring you to this page where, again, there's a bunch of pictures of the various different types of canes they offer. And to the left of that, there is a column with the different subtypes of canes, and then the subtypes within the subtypes. So they've got mobility canes, and within mobility canes there's aluminum canes, graphite canes, and fiberglass canes. And then there's ID/symbol canes and guide canes, and then there are support canes. So what you're going to want to do is go under mobility canes and click the second link under that, which is graphite canes. So we'll just do that right now. I'll just zoom out here. So you're going to get this page with with 5 different pictures with accompanying text, and it's the 4th picture, or if you have some vision, if you go to the bottom, it's the 1st picture in the bottom row. So it says folding slimline canes, and so we're going to click on that. And there you go. That brings you into the customization page, which we'll go through in more depth in just a second. But if you don't want to go through all that and try, because I can never remember where to go. I know it's under mobility, but I always forget if it's graphite or aluminum. I always seem to click on aluminum first. So, and I could have sworn that when they first launched these, they had them under the ID/symbol canes, but they've moved them now to mobility because they're considering it a light-duty mobility cane. But anyway, what you can do instead is, rather than going through all those steps, you can just click on the magnifier, simply type in slimline, whoops, let me try this again, slimline, not slimeline, hit enter. going to give you a very short list of mentions of Slimline on their site. Skip the first two. Those are just FAQs. I mean, you can certainly look at those. One of them, let me see. First one asks, can all of the canes come with the foam grip? Can a Slimline cane be made with a rubber grip? And long story short, the answer is no, you can't get the Slimline with a rubber grip. They only come with a foam grip. And then the second question is, what is the difference between the hook-on style and the slip-on style and the threaded style, etc. So if you want to know about that, you can click on that. But the one we're interested in is the very last one. It says folding Slimline cane. I can't even read my screen. Sorry, I'm going half by memory and half reading my screen. It says folding Slimline graphite cane. So you're just going to click on that. And that will actually bring you right to the page that we just took like 2 minutes to actually get to the first time. So now the first part of this page has a couple of different sections. So the left section is actually a picture of the top grip of the cane, showing the foam grip. And then the second picture shows the bottom part of the cane and just an example of it. And I forget what kind of tip this one's called because I never get that kind of tip, but it looks like a is that a marshmallow tip? It looks weird. Anyway, we won't worry about what kind of tip that is, but what you want to focus on though is on the right hand column. It gives you some information, so I'll just point out a few bits of the info on the right hand side here. I'll let you go through the rest of it in more depth yourself. So it says folding Slimline graphite cane, and it ranges in price from $11.80 to $40.15 US. And let's see, so there are 12 different lengths, and there is 60 inches to 2-inch increments. And let's see here, we'll skip the rest of that. So you can have it folding or rigid. Sections include one, which would be the rigid one where you can't fold it up. Why you'd want that, I do not know, but hey, to each their own. And then there goes up to 7, and I always get the 7 because if you want to be able to put your cane in your purse or your bag or your pocket, the 7 one folds up so small. I absolutely love them. So they weigh from 3.5 to 4.4 ounces, or that would be 98 to 125 grams with the marshmallow tip. The grip is foam, black only. There's no color choice on the grip, unfortunately, at this time. And there are shaft colors available. There's only one single elastic cord. And I just said I wasn't going to go through all that, and I'm going through all of it. So I'm going to actually skip the rest of this, but those are some of the key points of interest. And then still on the right-hand column, this is where you choose your customization options. So the first one says choose your highlight color, and that's the grip or the tip if available. So the grips are like the little interlocking parts where the sections of the cane meet, and you can grab those to fold up your cane. So those you can have no highlight color. You can have green, orange, blue, or pink. So I always choose pink, so I'll just do that right here. And let me see, this one they don't show you an example, but they will show examples later down the line here of the colors. So then the next section is select a tip to see details. So you have the marshmallow 8mm threaded tip. So all the threaded tip means is that it's a screw-on tip. So rather than the traditional hook style tips that regular canes have, this the threaded ones are a screw-on tip, which makes it a heck of a lot easier to put on. So you've got that. You can have no tip if you don't want a tip, if you have extra tips maybe from previous canes. There's the pencil 8mm threaded tip. There is the metal glide 8mm threaded. There's the high mileage 8mm threaded. There is a rolling ball 8mm threaded. Okay, all of these are threaded, so I'm just going to stop saying threaded. And then we have the roller marshmallow, and we have a flex tip 8mm, and then last but not least a ceramic 8mm. And excuse the noise in the background, my furnace came on because I live in a cold country and the weather sucks right now. Anyway, so that's your tip. So you have a whole bunch of different choices to choose from. Personally, I know I've heard from several of you who were really interested in the Slimline because it's, you have arthritis or some other condition, and so you want a cane that's more lightweight on your joints. So I would actually suggest considering getting the roller marshmallow, which is what I always get, because then you can literally roll it on the ground rather than having to do the traditional tap and lift, in the arc. You can just arc it on the ground so the cane never loses contact with the ground, and you can just roll it. I just find it so much easier on the wrists that way. Okay, so that's the tip. So here we have, so I chose the roller marshmallow threaded pink. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the tip color will automatically match the highlight color that you selected above. So because I chose pink for my highlights, I automatically get a pink roller tip. So just so you're aware of that. So choose your colors wisely. So this is, I'll just zoom in here with the magnification feature here. So this is what the roller tip is going to look like. You've got the marshmallow part is still white, and then I don't even know what you call that, but the base of the marshmallow that sort of holds that in and it helps you to attach it to the cane, that part is pink. However, part of it above that is white, which you can't really see in this picture, but I will show you that on my my Easter cane at the end of the video. Okay, so then we have, I just lost my spot, bear with me 1 second. Okay, so then you get to select a main cane shaft color. So this is the part of the cane which is traditionally white in most cases. Some countries will have it a yellow color instead, but typically in North America, the main shaft is white. And I believe, I'm not sure about Europe, but I think it's pretty much the same, because I noticed when, like I said in my last video about the Slimline canes, when I went to the UK and was using my all fuchsia cane, people didn't realize until the last second what it was. This is what my sighted friend told me, where when I switched to my mainly white with just the pink bottom part cane, everybody got out of the way. So I think at least in the UK anyway, white is the typical color. So anyway, so this is the part that you're customizing. So you can choose white, or you could choose yellow, and I'll actually show you now. The yellow, do they show a preview? Yes, they do. So here's the yellow. Then we have white, which we all know what that looks like. Then we have red stripes if you want to make a candy cane. Where did the picture? Oh, here we go. There we go, is the red and white stripes. Then we have green. Gold, for some reason, they have this picture, which obviously is nothing, so I don't know why they don't have the proper gold picture up there. It's kind of annoying, but and this has been like this for like almost 2 years. When I bought my Slimline canes, actually, pardon me, almost, what year are we in? Oh my goodness, yeah, almost 2 years, because I bought my Slimline canes in early 2015, January 2015, and it's still like that. So anyway, it is what it is. And then we have blue, lovely shade of blue. Let's see if they show orange at all. So for some reason, orange, they just show you this grid of the various colors, which is kind of annoying. I wish they would just show a picture of the orange tape. I don't know why they've got that. Then they've got pink. And I should mention that the pink is a lot more vibrant than what these pictures show. So that's pretty much the case, I think, with a lot of these colors. Then we got red. They've just got a picture of the actual tape roll on that. Purple, which they've got that annoying grid again. And I find it hard to see the color. That looks like it's black. I don't think I can see. Is that supposed to be purple? See, it's hard to see the purple on here. So that's then we have black, which is pretty self-explanatory. So that's that section. So for my Easter cane, although I would have loved to have made the whole cane purple with the pink tip, because of the feedback I got from my friend about people not realizing that it was a visually impaired, low vision cane, I decided to be boring and make the shaft for my Easter cane white. So I've got the pink highlights, I've got the main white shaft, and then the next section we have is the bottom cane shaft color. So traditionally in, again, North America and I believe a lot of parts of Europe, this is either red or white. So here again we have the red. It's the same pictures that they showed above, except for, let me see, are they the same colors? Yes, they are. So you can choose from that same list of colors: yellow, white, green, gold, blue, orange, pink, and red, and purple, and black. So I decided to make things a bit more funky and make my bottom shaft purple. So I got my purple and my pink in there. So I've got the white main shaft, I got the bottom shaft is purple, and then I've got my highlights as pink. And then almost last but not least, you can choose your cane height. And I forget the exact rule of how tall your cane is supposed to be, but I believe the rule of thumb is that it should be to about your armpits. So I'm about 5'3"-ish, so I always choose a 48-inch cane. And then last but not least, I keep saying that, I gotta stop saying that because there's a couple more sections, sorry. We got choose your sections. So again, it goes up to 7. You got the one section which is non-folding rigid cane, but I always choose 7. So there you go. And then we choose the quantity of canes. So if you want to order 2, you can, 2, 3, etc. So I just keep it at 1. So the one cane with these customizations is going to cost you $36.05 if you're short like me. Now let's see, I'm going to try something. Let me try doing just 5 sections and see if that changes the price. $36.05, so it's still the same price. Okay, so I'll put that back to 7. Let's see if the height will vary the price. So let's say you're super tall and you got a 64-inch cane. Oh, interesting. It still says $36.05. Huh. So I wonder why the price varies. Huh, okay. Alrighty, so it doesn't seem to change the price with your number of links. Oh, maybe your tip. Yeah, it's probably the tip style, I would imagine. Let's go back there real quick. Roller or marshmallow. Okay, yeah, so some tips are like subtract 90 cents, others are subtract 410. Okay, so the tip you choose will vary the price. The colors don't seem to matter. I'm going to go back to the height again. Maybe if it's like a child's cane, really short one, maybe that's why the price will vary. I'm just curious, so bear with me while I just passed it. Okay, so 48 inches. So let's say you're like a very small child, and we'll go with 110 centimeters. Oh my god, that'd be such a cute little cane. Let's see. Price. Okay, that blows that theory out of the window. Okay, so I'm not quite sure why I'm not going to continue to go through all these. So seems to be like the main choices that people would choose. You're going to be paying around $35-36 US for it. If you happen to be in Canada, they'll charge you in the Canadian equivalent. And eventually they're going to make it so that Aurora is a distributor in Canada for all of these. But right now, you can still go directly through Ambutech, which is really weird because Ambutech is a Canadian company. I believe they're in Winnipeg, but yet they charge in American funds, and yet they're going to have Aurora do the... Is it Aurora? I think I'm screwed. Aroga. Like I said, I'm sick. Bear with me, people. Aroga, they're going to have Aroga do the distributing eventually for all of these different colored canes, but right now you can still buy directly through Ambutech, which is just boggles my mind because they're Canadian, so I don't quite get that, but whatever, it is what it is. So anyway, that's how you customize your cane. So a whole bunch of different features you can customize, And my suggestion, like I mentioned in my first video about the slimlines, is if you are going to get a funky color for your main shaft, like an all pink one like I did with the one cane, or purple or blue, whatever, you might want to consider also getting an alternate cane just in case. I don't know, maybe you're out and about at night. Like I said in my other video, you could use the colored ones for when the shaft is all blue or pink or whatever. You could use that for, say, at the winter time, because white doesn't contrast with snow. And then you could use the more traditional cane, say, throughout the summer, or if you're walking out and about at night, etc. But without further ado, I'm now going to switch to my camera, and I will actually now show you my long awaited and long overdue Easter cane, and I have a few more thoughts to share on those as well. So back in a moment. Okay, so here's my long awaited overdue Easter cane. So here is that pink tip that I was talking about, and you know how I was mentioning there's a bit of white above it on the screw-on part, so I'm not really a fan of that. I kind of wish that could have been pink as well, but it's still kind of cool that at least you can get this part here, where that holds the marshmallow part in. You can get that in pink or whatever your highlight color of choice is. And this is the purple, so I'm not sure how well this is showing up on film here. Let me actually unfurl this so I can get all the cords and stuff out of the way. Okay, so this is the purple. So it's a very dark, deep purple. So if you like that, you'll enjoy that. And then here are the pink grips, the highlight grips, the white shaft, more grips, and then trying to unfold this without killing anything. And then you have your foam handle up top here. Now, one thing they changed is, like, they always had some branding up top here at the Ambutech, but now they got the stuff going all the way around. And it's weird because it looks like, what color is that? It looks like there's red. Is that green? It's either green or blue. But point is, it totally does not go with the color motif of my cane. Ambutech, what are you doing? Don't put these annoying colors there. If I wanted red and green or red and blue, I would have chosen red and blue. So I think that they should make these match the highlights of, your cane. And it doesn't seem to matter what color you choose, because I also ordered a pink and white version of this to replace the one that broke. And that one also has, let me just find it here. This one also has the funky colors at the very top. See if I can get this without throwing my camera on the floor. See, so it's got these weird colors again. This one have the blue as well. Oh yeah, the blue or green or whatever color that is. Yeah, so it's like, it does not go with my colors. So on this one I chose the pink highlights, and then the bottom is just, again, the pink shaft, and then the pink tip, the base of the marshmallow. So let me grab my old pink one that fell apart. I just want to check something, actually. So when I ordered that pink one almost 2 years ago, it did not have the option of colors. Oh, and my tip is gone, so I can't show you the tip, but the top part, and I had it when I was looking at it earlier. Where did it go? One moment, please. Oh, here we go. Okay, so, see if I can get this. Oh, it's all attached. Okay, so, see, they did have the branding on the old version of this, but they didn't have those annoying colors like they do now. They just had this little, text branding, which I don't mind that, but not really a fan of those extra colors they add on there. So Ambutech, if you happen to be watching this, get rid of those new funky extra colors that you put at the top of the cane, because they don't match. I may be low vision, but I can still see that they don't match, and they don't match. It's icky. But one thing I did want to, so other than that, the only other thing that has changed is that they now offer the colored tips where they didn't before. And see, here's my old pink one. So this was the one that was all pink that nobody recognizes as a low vision cane. So you'll see the bottom part here is all white because I didn't have the choice of pink then. And let me just see, does this have any branding on it? Yeah, so the pink one has the branding, but again, it's just the dark text in the pink, and I am totally not getting this on camera, or am I? Okay, here we go. Yeah, so here's the branding right there. So that looks a lot sharper than putting these weird colors in there. But the other thing I want to mention is the tightness of the elastic. Several of you have also agreed with me that the Slimline cane elastic was traditionally really tight, and it was worse, I found, when you would get to this last section here. Oh yeah, see, it's doing it right now. Let me see, it helps if I'm in camera. See, yeah, like I am having to really pull hard, and that is actually how I broke my white and pink Slimline cane. So I have an update on this for you. Ambutech must have heard me, and maybe other people too. They probably got tired of people complaining about canes breaking, which, by the way, you can actually send your cane into them for about $25 US and they'll fix it, or you can buy a repair kit. I'm like, oh, you know what, that is too much work. I'm like, I'm just ordering a new cane. But you do have that option, just to let you know. So I'm noticing now with these newer versions, they have actually fixed the problem of the tight cane. So I'll just do this up. So yeah, now it very easily folds without you having to fight with it. And it's not a fluke. I'll show you on my Easter cane as well. So again, so you got your last couple of links here, and then here's this bottom link, just lightly. So much better. So thank you, Ambutech, for fixing that problem. I think we will have fewer broken canes. Of course, cords, if you're like me, you're constantly folding and unfolding your cane, eventually these cords are going to break. So I still recommend getting, 2 of these, because like I said, it's a one corded cane. And so when this cord breaks, you're out of a cane. That is it for my lovely little Easter cane and the update on the Slimline canes. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks very much for listening to my stuffy nose throughout this video, and I'm going to be going away again, and my plan originally was to post a few videos where I can post them in advance and then they just automatically become public on the days I select. I might still do that, but if it depends on how I feel. Like I said earlier, I'm not feeling so great. I'm amazed I've lasted this long doing this video. So if I disappear for a month, don't worry, I will be back, but I will try to get something up for you guys before then. But I did finally finish my 1 month period of going back to iOS for a month, so I have lots of thoughts on that. So I will have those thoughts coming up in future videos. I've also discovered a couple of neat little things about the latest version of iOS that I did not know, which I'll show you. I think it will come in handy for some of you. And I also have various thoughts on the Google Nexus as well. And I'm so glad I decided to go with the Nexus and not the Pixel, but I'll save that for that video. So, but anyway, so just to let you know some of the things I do have in the works. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to get it all done before my trip. So stay tuned. If I don't have it coming up over the next few weeks, I will definitely have that in the new year. And I think I'm going to take a break over the Christmas holidays for sure. but we'll see. I have some other little videos I filmed way when I first started this channel that I never did upload. Footage I shot at the CNIB when I was in their low vision tech store. And also I have some other unused footage from the Aroga Tech Fair that I shot in February of this year. And my plan all along was to put that stuff up while I was on my upcoming trip. But now with me getting sick and the week I had from hell and blah, blah, blah. Plus I've had so many other things I wanted to post. I just have not gotten around to editing all that. So we'll see. It'll be a surprise on whatever I end up posting over the next few weeks. But I do have lots of stuff coming up. So stay tuned and thanks again for watching. I will talk to you in the next video. Here at Circle of the Blind Mice, I believe technology enriches the lives of those of us with visual impairments. My mission is to help you learn tech, use tech, and embrace tech. Please share this video to help spread the word to your fellow blind mice, and if you're new here, please subscribe for new videos every other Saturday. Thanks for watching.